Welcome to the Art of Procurement, the official podcast of the Catalyst Co-community. And our purpose is to enhance the impact of procurement by elevating the discussion one conversation at a time. Here at Art of Procurement, Catalysts come together every single week to share their challenges, ideas, successes, and perspectives on the business of procurement. Hi there, I'm Vitasek, and thank you for tuning in to the Art of Procurement today. If you're a regular listener, you'll know that we typically publish an interview every Monday. But this month, we're celebrating Take Action October. So for October only, we're publishing a 5-minute daily micropod to help you take action to elevate the influence and the impact of both yourself and your team. If you're joining us midway through this series, listen to episode 204. That will give you more details on Take Action October and the daily 5-minute podcast. I also explain the concept of a vehicle in that episode, which in my experience is the single most important factor that determines your ability to translate learnings into action. In today's Take Action podcast, I want to share a clip from Kate Vitasek, founder of the Vested methodology and a faculty member at the University of Tennessee. I asked Kate to share an example of how procurement professionals can buy for innovative but yet as undefined solutions. So think of this as when the business has a problem to solve and they aren't sure how to solve it. How can we encourage innovative solutions from our supply market?
You want to be as transparent as possible with these suppliers because they will feed on that. So the more information you give them, the better their solution. So you start out with a bunch of suppliers. Yeah. And so you're just simply picking a few, 3, no more than 6, based on pure capabilities. So you're capable, you're in the mix. So let's say, in the Vancouver Coastal Health example, in their original process that we write about in the white paper and in the case study, they started with 3 capable suppliers. Yeah. So you couldn't even get in unless you were known to be capable. And then they move into what's called a concept phase. So the concept phase is where you start to give as much information as you can to these 3 suppliers, very transparent, and the suppliers then have direct access to your stakeholders. Okay. So there's no middleman, and so they actually have direct access to the stakeholders. They have data, and so they get to ask whatever. If they have a question, you ask it. And what I liked about the Vancouver Coastal Health process is that the questions were proprietary. So if a supplier asked a question, the supplier got information. And the better questions they ask, the better their solution. So you could really start to see the suppliers who were smarter. More interesting questions, got better data, could do better solutions. So you're giving a very short period for the concept because this takes a lot of time and energy from the suppliers, and so you don't want to draw them out. So you want to, if you've ever heard that term, throw spaghetti on the wall and see what sticks, right? So you throw it up on the wall, get feedback, kind of see what sticks, and so there's criteria. So just like any bid process, you need to have criteria. We advocate for very transparent criteria. And we want the suppliers to understand the criteria, to understand the weighting of that criteria, so it's very clear how they're going to get selected. And so the best suppliers then go through, so usually that's 2 suppliers. So if you start out with 4, now you've got 2, and now you're going to go through the same process, but a little bit more protracted. So they're going to get access to even more information. So in Vancouver Coastal Health, for example, they gave access to the full budget data. Okay. Here's what it costs today. Here's everything we know. Right now, go play with that data. Help us understand how we could actually be better, faster, cheaper, smarter. So you go through this very interactive, collaborative solutioning phase. And in our partner process, you actually are picking the supplier not only on their solution, but on their cultural fit and compatibility.
Hi there, it's Phil here again. So my question today is, can you identify a particular problem that your stakeholder is having and that they may have the budget to solve, or a solution that would have such a large ROI that they could make a business case of funding it and run a 1-week process to solicit proposals to solve it? Thanks for joining me for this special Take Action October podcast from the Art of Procurement. You can check out today's question by going to artofprocurement.com/takeaction2018. If the idea of taking small actions on a regular basis is something that resonates with you, I'd love for you to check out the details of our Procurement Capability Development Program, the Catalysco platform. The Catalysco platform translates dots into lines, so taking individual pieces of learning, insight, validation, and inspiration and connecting them to coordinated strategies and actions, that's really important, that elevate your influence and your impact. The Catalysco platform helps procurement professionals all around the world become truly trusted advisors. So if that's something that you would like to check out, visit artofprocurement.com/TCP. That's artofprocurement.com/TCP. And I'll be back again tomorrow with another Take Action October daily podcast.